Are you a troll?
Oh, within
Are you
my household.
within the household?
Chris and Anya, welcome to Heart's Evening Show. How are you both?
Hello.
Very well, thank you.
Well, congratulations on Furiosa. It sounds like people are loving it already.
Thank
Riding
you.
around in the desert looks like a lot of fun, but ever so dusty. You both rock some pretty interesting looks throughout the film. Chris, the nose made me appreciate how gorgeous and perfect your real life nose is. Have you had any questionable looks over the years that you've tried to pull off? Do you know what a rat tail is?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh,
what a rat
yeah.
tail is.
Yeah. You had a rat tail?
I had a rat tail, yeah. Me and my mate, one of my best mates, used to box a bit and fashion ourselves as a couple of tough guys, which we weren't. And he had a really long rat's tail that he grew when he was fighting. And this is disgusting, but I bit it off, right? And I said to him, I said, when you're going to cut it off, I want to actually sever it with my teeth. And he's like, "No, you're never going to do it." And then he
did it.
He did it. Yeah, we were about 16
Good
at
on
the
you.
time, so that's not a recent thing I've done.
Furiosa carries a seed to remind her of home, to remind her of hope. Have you kept any childhood or good luck trinkets?
I like my crystals. The problem with that is that they're pretty big. So people will pick up my bag and they're like, "Oh, what have you got in here? Rocks?" And I'm like, "Exactly. That's exactly what I have in there." So crystals. I also travel with a bunch of books. I can't get behind reading on a Kindle. I can't do it. So it's like 12 books, 4 massive rocks.
And
That's
you also
me.
got a pretty awesome cat during filming,
I
which
got
became
Kitty.
the set mascot.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, Kitsune.
Kitsune.
He's currently in the building. It's very exciting.
I love that.
The Emperor is here.
Chris, you're a master at winding up your brothers, especially online. And as a baby brother, I absolutely live for this. Is there a sibling wind-up that you're particularly proud of?
Are you a troll?
Oh, within
Are you
my household.
within the household?
We have a fair amount of jousting that's occurred for many years.
You should organise an actual joust.
Anya, you grew up a little bit over here. You're sort of an honorary Brit. Is there anything you miss about the UK or that you like to do when you come here?
Walking. I still don't have my driver's license. And so I grew up here from 6 to, I still have a house here. And just being able to get anywhere on your feet or on the tube is just game changing. LA drives me nuts.
I guess you have to drive everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't have a driver's license.
Yeah.
So I'm just there and if you walk in LA, people look at you really funny. They kind of pull over and they're like, "Do you need help?" And I'm like, "No, I'm
running?
fine. I'm just trying to go to the shop."
She has a wasteland driver's
Yeah,
license, though.
exactly. Exactly.
She's one of the greatest unlicensed drivers on the planet.
Thank
She
you.
can do a juicy lift 180, handbrake slide. You'll get
I
one.
know
The
how to
DMV
do- I
will
know
just
how to
stamp
do
your
really-
license up to seeing this
I know
movie.
how to do very cool things in the car. I cannot get on the motorway as of yet.
I think that should count. Like if you
Thanks,
did that in
dude.
front of an instructor, I think they should go, "Yeah, go."
Yeah.
Well,
here's a
hopefully I
license."
It wasn't what we were
terrify them
looking
enough
for,
that
but
they'd just
cool.
be like, give it to her, and go away, give it to her and go away.
Chris, congratulations on your Hollywood star. That is
thanks.
so incredible. Do you know who you're going to be sandwiched in between yet?
I'm not sure. I was saying, we're going to have to start
Eternity
stacking them on top of each other.
Yeah.
At some point, or I'll end up down in Burbank. I don't know where it's this. I don't know who I'm next to.
Have you got any plans to visit in the future? Like, do you have to go in disguise so that people don't see
To
you?
see
going,
my
"Look
own
at
star."
Chris, what a big head. Look at him go, look at his own
When I
star.
forget, and I
people
feel I'm
actually
having a
do
low
that?
day, I'll go and visit myself.
I would. It's an amazing achievement.
Absolutely, but what, you just go and sit there and be
Take
like,
a photo of it. It's anytime you're insecure,
Wow.
you're like, "That's right. I did okay. I did something, right, Mum? Right, Dad? I made my mark, didn't I?"
Something that we like to ask all of our guests. It's just supposed to be a bit of tongue-in-cheek and a bit of fun. It's called Please Stop Asking Me. So it's the question you reckon you get asked all the time. You've probably answered enough. Like some of my favourites in the past have been Simon Pegg wants you to stop asking him if there's going to be a Shaun of the Dead 2. There's not going to be any sequels. It's over. Idris Elba, stop asking if he's going to be playing James Bond. In fact, I feel like we asked him that so much it probably ruined his chances of being Bond. So Anya, do you have one? Do you have a Please Stop Asking Me?
please stop asking me where I'm from or where my accent is. I'm like, it's a long story.
The one that keeps coming up on talk shows in America is so every animal, snakes and spiders, they kill you, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of go down the rabbit hole, oh, well, yeah, and you get back home, everyone's like, no, what are you talking about? No, they don't. But there's this sort of observation that it's this incredibly dangerous place. We do hold a lot of the most dangerous snakes and spiders, but they're all doing their own thing. But on the American talk shows in particular, I lean right into it, and I'm like, you can't get down the street without wrestling a crocodile and, jumping on the back of a kangaroo and then kicking a snake in the face and so on. And
Two very strong answers. Guys, thank you so much for talking to me. Thanks
No
very
worries.
much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Nice.
Kicking a snake in the face is my
While
new
riding a
favorite.
kangaroo and just
Hello.
post-wrestling.
This is hard.